Hey guys, this is the Desert Admiral coming to you live from the control room of my desert submarine here in sunny Las Vegas, Nevada. This video is just a wrap up for the Showdown in the Desert, which was held last weekend at MeepleCon 2018. MeepleCon actually is our annual board gaming tournament that we have here. It's in a casino hotel. And they typically have about 600 registrants that play there. I'm not sure how many they had this year, but it seemed like it was pretty full, as in years past. I think this is the fourth annual MeepleCon that they've had, so always a good time. MeepleCon is held by Meepleville, or put on by Meepleville, which is a local board gaming cafe. They sell board games, and they also just they have about 1,000 games for people to come in and play. They charge a daily rate of whatever it is. I think it's maybe $5 or $7 right now at this point. So it's a great way, at least for us here in Las Vegas, to go meet other gamers and play any games we want, pretty much, and then try and find other players that play our games as well. So, if you are looking for other players, I'd recommend that as a source, especially if you live in a bigger area anyways, to try and find some players to play Axis and Allies with you, or any other game that you would like. So, let's go through, I guess, the folks that were from the furthest away. We had someone all the way from the Northeast, actually not too far away from the Canadian border. He drove his car to Young Grasshoppers tournament, Invitational, last September. Surprise Attack. Surprise Attack actually was my partner at YG's Invitational, and great guy. I think he was escaping the myriad of snowstorms or blizzards or nor'easters, whatever you want to call those, that have been hitting that area time after time after time, it seems like. So great time with him, as always. Actually, I've communicated with him a lot before and after YG's tournament. Sounds like he's got an awesome gaming group up around his area in upstate New York. They play pretty much every weekend or every other weekend, from what I hear about. I've played one of the guys a couple times that's in his gaming group online through AAA, which I actually want to talk about AAA in a future video. So I'll leave the rest of that for that. But yeah, it was terrific seeing my partner again, Surprise Attack. And hopefully maybe one day I can make it up there to play with his gaming group. It sounds like there's folks from all over that area that come to play with him. So terrific time. Well, there's someone from the Northeast. We had someone all the way from the Northwest, from the Seattle area. We had Ram, terrific player. Ram actually hosts an annual event, at least this year it's in July, and I think it's annually in July, a Seattle versus Portland event. He told me some stories. Sounds like a terrific time. I hope to make it up to Seattle one of these days and play with his gaming group. Actually, I hope to make it up to New York as well and play with Surprise Attack's gaming group one day. And then maybe I can just sneak in and pretend like I'm from Seattle, although being from Las Vegas, they probably say, I've got a little too much sun on my face, and there's no way they can mistake me for being in Seattle. Yeah. If you are up in that area, Seattle or Portland or anywhere else in that area, and you would like to get plugged in with his group, actually, for that matter, if you're up in upstate New York and you like to get plugged in with Surprise Attacks, a group, then just message me or put something here on one of my videos or this video or whatever. You can also reach me at desertadmiral@gmail.com, and I will pass your contact information along to those guys. Also, once again, if you're ever down here in the Las Vegas area, you're always welcome to come join me and play with me and my group as well. But yeah, Ram was an awesome player, and so we had the northeast, northwest, and then the southwest, of course, with some of us from Vegas. We also had Teflon. Teflon also was one of the guys that went to YG's tournament as well. Teflon is from Hawaii, so we had someone from the way southwest out there in the Pacific. So great time. So I'm going to announce the winner. The winner was the combined team of, wait for it, Ram and Teflon. Those guys they didn't quite run the board. They had a record of 2-0-1, so they won 2 games, they lost 0 games, and they tied 1 game. So congratulations to Ram and Teflon. I raise my drink to you. Toast. Terrific time. So, yeah, I highly encourage folks to travel to some of these events. It's a great way to meet other Axis and Allies players. I think that our kind of friend and initial organizer of all these, Young Grasshopper, has really galvanized our community. He had his event. I understand that Corporal 24 in San Francisco had an event in January. Of course, I had my event here. Coming up, Ram has his Seattle versus Portland, so you kind of need to be in the area for that one if you want to jump in that one. And a lot of you guys probably watch Sired Blood's channel. If you don't, then search him on YouTube. And I know he's got an event coming up in this September, I believe. It's going to be down there. Sounds like it's going to be a great time. I'm not sure if he's charging an entrance fee or not, but he's made some custom maps. I just saw that he put a video out about his custom maps. I've seen a picture of one of his custom maps, so check that out. And I think he's going to have free drinks, free Cokes, and stuff like that. But you can find more details at Sired Blood's channel. Sired Blood actually was another attendee up at Young Grasshoppers as well. So I just think our community is getting better and better. There's always Gen Con. Gen Con is held in Indianapolis, I believe, also in July. And actually, I know because I've looked at it. I haven't been to Gen Con before, but Gen Con has a pretty large Axis and Allies presence as well. So lots of events. I know it takes time, takes money, but trust me, it's going to any of them is well worth the experience. So I highly recommend it. Well, that's all I have for this episode. As I mentioned, I'm going to have probably my next episode is going to be AAA, which you can play online, Axis and Allies Global online, and actually a lot of other games. You can play other players. It's played through the AxisandAllies.org forum. So be waiting for that and check that one out. And look forward to talking to you guys later. Adios. Desert Admiral signing out.